Hey, what's going on, bro? Welcome back to the video. I'm sure you noticed this upload's a little different than I'm used to doing. And I want to try and transition into more like vlog type videos and give you all a little more of a glimpse into my personal life. Something I've been meaning to tell you guys is that I've been in the journey of Christian self-improvement for over the past couple of years. And, it's not really something that you hear a lot of. You hear
toxic masculinity and you gotta do this and you gotta do that.
Well, I want to do things differently. And you might be a guy watching this video, and you might be consuming all the latest self-improvement content. Well, let me be the first person to tell you, bro, if they're not a Christian, that ain't good. And when we do things like consume a bunch of worldly content and from people that don't claim the name of Jesus at least, or that are actually truly living out their faith, then we're colliding two different worldviews, bro. And it's just another reminder for us that as Christians, we are in the world, but we're not of the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why having the right friends matters. That's why spending time in the Word each morning, like I was just doing, matters, bro. Investing in a relationship with God is the best decision you can make. The reason I say all this stuff is not to be some self-righteous, kid on YouTube, man. But I really want to honor the Lord in everything, man. And, as I've ever since I made that decision to trust in the Lord and give Him my life, things have changed, man. Went through some struggles for sure. Like y'all saw in my earlier content, had a lot of victories too. And this is to build a lot of confidence and to really put the name of Jesus on display, man. Not being afraid of His name, bro. Like, that's a big trap in the world today. You see so many people that claim to be Christian but don't actually live it, dude. Celebrities, you might have friends that do that. It's a trap, bro. When Judgment Day comes, how are they going to answer for all that? For not truly living out their faith, man. That's convicting. As I'm on this trip with the boys in Alabama, it's beautiful out here, man. It's going to be a good time of rest. But I want to show y'all all of it, because there's a lot to learn. Clearing off the pickleball court. Boy. Alright, so bro, this game was absolutely insane. Had a crap ton of air balls. You see Camden hit an air ball on that first serve right there. I sent it right back over to him, and he just can't get it over the net. Watch out for the net, bro. It's devious. Max sends it right back over after the serve, and Grant sends it back, giving it to Camden, and Camden just gets a little bit of the advantage on me under my paddle, but it's all good. We bounce back. Max hits it out. Fortunate. Get a little bit of a point going here, and Camden just gives it another air ball. Grant serving it over. I get it right back over and just snipe it across the kitchen to Grant. Destroyed, bro. Yet I can't get it over there myself, so you know what happens. Camden gets it to me, set it right back over to him. Gets me a little low ball, and I just can't return it over the net. Unfortunate, bro. Now Grant sets it right back over, and Max is getting it over. I give it to Camden, and Max sends it back and gets a little tip tap by Camden there. Unfortunate. I serve it right back over. Just smack it right at Camden, but I get a little overzealous and knock it right out. You hate to see it, but it happens. Max sends it right back over, and Camden gives it to him. And another air ball by Camden, bro. Just swinging and missing everywhere, bro. It was terrible. And I can't get it over them myself, so I can't really be talking. And Grant's calling me a little baby at the start of this point, getting me into that angry mindset, so I got to answer. But Camden did it for me, and he sent it out anyway. I get it right back over to him. Just smack it right down the middle, right at the low part of Grant's paddle. He can't return it. This point right here, get a little back and forth action going. I try to get that forehand, but it just quite wasn't in my range. But it happens, bro. I'm gonna send it right back over. Camden gives it to Max. Gives a lovely little light hit. It was insane, bro. Max sends it right back over. Camden giving it to me. Sniping it across the kitchen. Utterly destroyed, bro. I send it right back to Grant. Just snipe it over to Camden, and he lobs it up. And Camden, another air ball. Unfortunate, bro. And Grant sends it out. Alright. It gets a little bit heated here. Max is arguing that it was out when I called it in first, but the right opinion ain't always the popular one, you know what I'm saying? But we bounce back regardless. Max hits it right over. Smacks it over again. Camden sends it over. getting a little back and forth action right here. I'm just watching everything go down. And then Grant just barely tips it to me to where I can't hit from the edge of my paddle. I starts it right back over. Snipe it right across the middle. Utterly destroyed, bro. Then I'm back on this point. Camden sets it up to me. Smack it right on him. Feels satisfying, bro. Love it when I can just smack it on people. Just slap it right back to his backhand. Sets it up for a perfect point. Awkward. Anyway, we come back from that one. Send it right over again. And I can't get it in. The score's getting a little tight, and I sold the game-winning point. Unfortunate, but it happens. Hey bro, you might be wondering why we didn't get day 2 film. Yesterday we went to Buc-ee's and I got this iced coffee and it fricked my stomach up, bro. I was in bed like the whole day, but feeling better now. Today's a new one. Today made it to the Talladega Speedway. State troopers doing some training, bro. Getting their pursuits done. Hey, yo, Benjamin, let's get a view of that NASCAR, bro.
Real NASCAR, trust.
Dude.
Trust.
Dude, Lewis Hamilton's my favorite NASCAR driver. Leclerc. Got a bunch of cars back here. We got the shop, bro. We got Dynaco right there. Yo, Mario Kart. Look at the crowd, bro. Look at these things. This is insane, bro. Apparently this dude died on the way back home from racing this thing. Like, that's freaking tragic, bro. I don't know. This is the reason why I would never do NASCAR. It's wild, bro. So when they were making this, they got so lazy they had to use an AI picture for the women because they couldn't find any actual footage. Well, bro, today was gonna be the late day for the lake, but not today.
Position. All right. Shut up.
Vamos a verles.
3, 2.
Six, seven, seven, 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 six, seven, seven,
6, 7 cousin that baby cork is freezing, then he done in there.
getting super, super, super sandy, getting super, super, super sandy. 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7.
6, 7 cousin that baby cork is freezing, then he done in there.
Getting super, super, super sandy, getting super, super, super sandy. 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 41.
what's going on, bro? Today, it's day 4. Still got my retainer in because I just woke up. But, today's travel day. And one thing I want to top this off with is to renew our mind. It's not just taking out the old stuff. It's replacing it with the new stuff. When we become Christians, we put to death the old stuff, the old way we used to live, man. The friends that were worldly, the lifestyle that wasn't good, we put that off and we take on the life of Jesus and, his teachings and what he says is right. Not just to do it, but because we love him and because he wants the best for us and we'll get his blessing because of it. And it's not that you'll get everything that you want, man, but when I've been obedient to the Lord, I've experienced an unexplainable peace and sense of purpose and calling. And when it comes to renewing our mind, specifically on this trip, I've realized that some of the guys that I'm hanging out with, they're not on the same path as me, bro. And as somebody who's trying to improve and trying to get to the next level, the Lord's way, it tears you down. It really does. And you really have to distinguish yourself and decide ahead of time, okay, I'm not going to act this way. I'm not going to, cuss around people. I'm not going to talk dirty about women around people. You got to decide to have a smart digital footprint and not, post stupid stuff on social media that's going to get you, found out or, hold you back from good opportunities in the future, man. And, people in our generation don't think like that, I'm part of Gen Z. But, we get so based off of feelings, man, and that's dangerous. Like, we take the feelings that we have as gospel, bro, and, we act off that first, and that's not how we should act, and I'm guilty of that. But maybe for you, you're in a situation where you have friends that aren't leading you closer to Christ, and they're holding you back, bro. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, like, if your friends are not leading you closer to the Lord, if they're not encouraging you to go to his word, or if you're going through something hard to lean into him, then they're not influencing you in the way that they should. And that's something I realized with some of the guys on this trip, man. And it's not that they're all terrible, Like, I have a lot of close friends on this trip that I've had since, like, 1st grade, 4th grade. But it's just something I have to check myself on, bro. Because I'm trying to get up there, man. Not by my own strength, but what Christ has done for me. And that means that I honor him with my relationships and my friends, man. That's what I'm doing right now. To start this morning off right, bro, I gotta get that run in. Put a couple new songs into the playlist. I'll play them on screen here in just a second. But I'll see what y'all think. Let's get... Man, that's good. Oh, well, I'm absolutely cooked, bro. But if you made it to the end, I appreciate you, bro. Don't quit watching now. Go check out the rest of the content that I've been posting. But I'm on you, bro. Stay faithful to the Lord. Peace.